news just coming in, we are given to understand that the ED is also likely now to probe the Roshni scam. The ED will be third agency after the CBI and the Anti-Corruption Bureau to be probing this. Action has been based on a complaint that's been received by the ED for them to take over some parts of the investigation in the Roshni scam. Now, many leaders, bureaucrats are under the ED scanner in this particular Roshni scam that involves about 25,000 crore rupees. And as only 76 crores was generated against 25,000 crores that was expected, illegal occupants of government building and government as well as forest lands have been given ownership rights under the Jammu and Kashmir Land Ownership Act, popularly known as the Roshni Act. Now, it's been probed, of course, by various agencies before. At the core of the scam is the fact that this was government land, and there is also a large amount of forest land that's there in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, various political leaders have been accused of misusing this land. So that, of course, is now going to be probed by the Enforcement Directorate. The Enforcement Directorate obviously will be probing the financial angles of this particular case. To remember that the Roshni scam has been probed by the CBI as well as the Anti-Corruption Bureau in the state previously. Gursimran joins us live right now. He's reporting on this from Jammu. Gursimran, give us more details of the financial aspects that the Enforcement Directorate will now be probing.
A complaint was received by the Enforcement Directorate and it was written that there was the money laundering that was done when this scam happened, because it was expected that around 25,000 crore rupees will be generated out of the illegal land that was occupied by the occupants. It will be given to them at reduced prices, and the money will be used, since it was named Roshni, for the reason that the money that will be generated from the sale of this forest and the state land to the occupants will be used for the generation of electricity in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This was brought in by Farooq Abdullah in 2001, but what has happened, only 76 crore rupees were generated, and when the names were out that were led by the Jammu and Kashmir government way back in 2019-20, it clearly might mention that there were political leaders and their relatives who got the benefit of this, and none of those who actually wanted and were wished to be getting the benefit got the benefit. Now, the Enforcement Directorate, we are getting to know, is likely to initiate the action on the complaint that they have received from one of the complainants who has played a key role in transferring this case from the Anti-Corruption Bureau of Jammu and Kashmir to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Important to mention that ED will be third agency after the ACB and the Central Bureau of Investigation to swung into action in this very case, and we are being told that many of the bureaucrats, serving bureaucrats as well as the political leaders, are under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, because this is a huge amount, 25,000 crore rupees that is involved, and that were the money eloped in a way that it never existed, but the lands, the government land and the state land, were given to these people at almost zero cost. That cost the public exchequer a great loss to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and now we are getting to know that ED is likely to act in coming days.
Right, absolutely. For the benefit of our viewers, Gursimran, can you explain what the Roshni scam was all about? Because at the moment that it has been investigated for quite some time now, but by all these agencies.
See, it dates back to 2001 when the Farooq Abdullah was in government, and an act was brought in that was called the Roshni Act. The main aim was to that the state land and the forest land that has been occupied by the residents of Jammu and Kashmir for so many reasons, that be given to them permanently and some amount be taken from them. That was a very nominal amount that was fixed, but when the successive governments came in 2002, when the Farooq Abdullah government collapsed and PDP Congress came, they stretched the deadline from 1990s to 2001, and further the deadline was stretched by Ghulam Nabi Azad to 2007. That 2007 is the last day till when the occupants can claim, if they are on the government land, they can pay a nominal amount of fee and they can get the land registered on their name. But what has actually happened, that only 76 crore rupees were generated out of the expected 25,000 crore, which is a huge amount, and this all money was meant to be be utilized for the power generation projects in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, so that it can give the Roshni to each and every house.
Just a bit. I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you, Gursimran. Let me go across to Mr. Kavinder Gupta. Mr. Gupta, now we are hearing that the ED perhaps could be investigating the Roshni scam. Now, this is a scam that essentially, was about several political outfits. It encompassed a period of time which would stun many people, because it was in 2001 that actually the Farooq Abdullah government had brought in the Roshni Act.
देखिए, ऐसा है कि ये जो रोशनी एक्ट बनाया गया था, उसमें उन कुछ परिवारों को, कुछ लोगों को फायदा देने के लिए बनाया था जिन्होंने की फॉरेस्ट की जमीन और दूसरी जमीनें घेर करके रखी हुई थी। लेकिन आम आदमी को जिस प्रकार से गुमराह किया गया कि आप अपने कागज भरिए जहां पर कॉलोनीज बस चुकी हैं, यहाँ उनको रेगुलाइज किया जाएगा। रेगुलाइज उन्हीं लोगों को किया गया जो कि या तो सरकार में बैठे थे या कोई ब्यूरोक्रेट थे। तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि बहुत बड़ा, और गवर्नमेंट ने जो एक बताया था कि लाखों, इसमें करोड़ों रुपए की जो पैसा है वो आने वाला है, लेकिन जो पैसा आया वो केवल नाम मात्र था। ना तो उसको आगे बढ़ाया गया, तो ना उसको आम आदमी को कोई फायदा दिया गया। कुछ लैंड ग्रैबर्स, कुछ ऐसे राज सत्ता में रहने वाले लोग, उन्हीं को इस चीज का फायदा मिला है। मुझे लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ये जो कदम उठाया गया है अच्छा है। इससे ये चीजें काफी बार आएंगी कि कौन लोग सरकार में बैठ करके उसका दुरुपयोग करते रहे।
Right, absolutely, Mr. Gupta. As you're pointing out, of course, successive governments will be probed in this. Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta, for joining us. So that's the latest that we are getting in terms of the ED's action on the Roshni Act.